Alright, so what is good, YouTube? It's your boy LegendaryEA, and we are back here for another NBA discussion video. And I know I've been so inconsistent the last few weeks, but I've just been super busy with working, with schoolwork, with a bunch of other things. But today I will be trying to do a double upload, so the next video will either be an NBA discussion video, either I'll drop that later on or tomorrow, but please do be expecting a rebuild of some kind of sorts on 2K. But yo, I do want to make more videos like this in the future. I really enjoy doing them. They're a lot more fun if you ask me, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. So obviously last year I did make this video talking about why LaMelo Ball will be a top 3 pick. And that is probably, I think that's my highest viewed video. Yeah, a lot of the Melo haters were not feeling that at all, but we are a year in. I think the hype is coming in, and now I think that my case for him being a top 3 pick is even stronger. But regardless, in that video, I said I would make one comparing him and Cole Anthony. I didn't do that in time, but I am coming with it now, and this is only a discussion because I didn't put much research. I just see people hoop. I've seen Melo hoop multiple times, 1,000 times. I've seen Cole Anthony hoop plenty of times as well, and I think that both of them are going to be tremendous once they get to the NBA. Now, I'm going to be listing up some of both players' pros. I'm gonna try my hardest to stray away from both of their cons because I still feel like both of them can develop into amazing players. So once again, I'm trying to focus on both of their strengths, not any of their weaknesses. So I mean, other than that, let's get straight into it, because if we're keeping it a band, next year's draft is loaded with guards, but the 3 that I think have the highest potential is Melo, RJ Hampton, and Cole Anthony. So why not do this between the 2 that I think are just the best? Let's get it. So starting this thing off, I do think that next year's draft class is going to be insane. Like I said, it's so loaded with so many guards, whether it's Melo, whether it's Cole, it's RJ, it's Theo. There are Nico, man. There are so many great guards in next year's draft. But I do gotta say, I do think that LaMelo should be considered for the #1 overall pick. Whether it's the ability to sell tickets, I think he has the highest potential in next year's draft, and I don't think it's all that close, if you ask me. But that's just my thought. So let's look at some of Melo's strengths and let's compare them to Cole Anthony, because I do want to make this video very, very quick and not that long. Now let's look at LaMelo Ball, because a few years ago, whenever I first saw him play and LeVar was saying LaMelo would be the best, I thought he was insane. But then a few months after that, I started watching closely and just following them closer and just watching more of his game, and then I was like, yo, he can't hoop. He might end up being the best. And now I can say, I think he will definitely be the best. Like, obviously, currently they have him listed as 6'7", which means they got him listed as the same height as Lonzo Ball. But if you see them in some of the pictures, some of them, the boy look a little taller. So let's chop it up as being 6'7", 6'8", maybe 6'9" on a good day. I think that comparing him to Cole Anthony, who's only 6'3", there is a check in LaMelo's favor. Then we look at their ball handling skills, which is very important if you were a point guard. I gotta chalk that up to being LaMelo as well. We look at their craftiness and their playmaking ability. If you ask me, I mean, I was even watching it from B-Ball breakdown with him and Dev in the lab. LaMelo's passing is either with Lonzo's playmaking ability, or it's getting there. It's getting really, really, really close. So I do gotta check that in his favor against Cole as well. As far as who's a better shooter, I'm rocking with LaMelo. He's definitely a more streaky shooter. He's definitely a volume shooter. So he'll always shoot a lower percentage. As far as who's a better shooter in general, I do think that LaMelo is a better shooter, but it's not by a long shot. It's very, very close there. LaMelo is younger, and with all these things in place, I think his potential is a lot higher just because of the size, the way that he plays, and the things that he can do on the court. I think that his potential is high. Like I said before, I think that it's the highest in this year's coming draft. Now, let's look at Cole Anthony, because something that I said in my 2020 mock draft, I feel Cole Anthony, if you put him and LaMelo on a team right now, who could help an NBA team? Well, clearly neither of them can really help an NBA team right now who's trying to win. But I think Cole Anthony is the more polished player. He's a more disciplined player. And those things definitely matter when LaMelo's jacking up shots. He's running the fastest tempo possible. Cole is definitely more polished. He's more patient. That's definitely a check mark in his favor. He's shown that he has a higher IQ. Like I said, man, he's more patient. He's definitely a more efficient scorer. He's a better athlete. And yeah, he's a way better athlete, actually. And he's projected to be a better defender as well. I mean, clearly LaMelo's lacking in the lateral speed department, and that is the department where I expect Cole Anthony to only get better and better. And I think that Cole Anthony has a higher floor as well. I think that LaMelo's ceiling is a lot higher, but as far as who has a better floor, I think that Cole Anthony definitely has that on lock. Just because, like I said, he's already more polished. He already has a higher IQ. He's more patient. He lets things come to him instead of forcing it, and that's why he was able to win MVP at almost every single All-Star game for these high school players. But if you ask me, if you're comparing these two, I think these two are the best two players in this year's draft. I know that players like James Wiseman may have been ranked above them, and Vernon, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. However, I will say, as far as LaMelo goes, if people took the LeVar lens away, forget about him being LeVar's son, and just think about it as somebody like him with all this hype coming out of high school. Most other people hating on him would be saying he's the #1 pick already, because that's how this normally goes. We've been able to pick apart his game for the last 3 years, which is something that we really haven't done with any other player. So of course he doesn't get more hate. But yeah, if we're gonna go ahead and compare these players, I'm taking LaMelo with a draft pick before, especially since I draft a lot of potential. I think he's the best ball brother by far. And I think whenever you compare him to Cole Anthony, both of them are completely different players. Both of them are going to be amazing players once they get to the NBA. But if I had to choose one, I would take LaMelo Ball in the long run. But as far as right now, I could make an argument for like Cole Anthony. However, if they played each other, like we could have been able to see if Oak Hill didn't back out with their super team, I think that would have been a better way just to see them go one-on-one together. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Who do you guys think is the better player right now, and who do you guys think will be the better player in the NBA? You guys already know my opinion. Like I said, my opinion means nothing. Like, it really means nothing. It's just what I think and what I saw on film. I could be completely wrong about this. So yeah, guys, just let me know if you guys enjoyed these kind of discussion videos right off the dome. And make sure to go ahead and check out my video about LaMelo Ball, as well as my 2020 NBA mock draft. I think that the 2020 draft is going to be litty. And matter of fact, all these previous drafts have been great, if you ask me. Like, I think we've seen so much talent in all these drafts, and the 2020 draft for sure is going to be guard heavy. So if you guys want me to compare any other players, let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, guys, stay tuned for some more videos. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel for NBA content, 2K, and real life, and all that good stuff. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace, y'all.